Hello and welcome back to another video. Something a little bit different that I want to do. I have many interests. Some of you'll know I'm a very keen gardener, which is one of my hobbies, interests. But I've also, ever since I was at school really, I've been very interested in the countryside and waterways, rivers, lakes, and ever since there again I was at secondary school, I've been an avid canoeer. We had a school canoe club that I joined, and that really sort of fired my interest. And for many years I didn't canoe, but the last 20 years I've been quite active again at canoeing, and obviously I find the taller country boots, I've got some Rhinegold ones on today, very useful. You're walking across wet fields. These are quite nice, soft, not too hard, and so they're very useful, I find, and it's one use that I use. You might say, well, why does this bloke want all these boots? I do find, it's good to have a mix of these country boots, and as I say, I find them really good for walking across fields, getting to some impassable places. Now the beauty of this is a new inflatable canoe kayak that I bought. It's quite new to me, this whole system, and it's one of these really small Packrafts that really folds up very small. There again, some of you might know I don't have a car. I have, there again, several e-bikes, or I walk. So this is really good for me because I can transport this. It folds all up to quite a small package, goes in a rucksack, and you can go off and find some water and paddle. Be that, my time is quite limited at the moment. So I can't go too far off, but I can go, locally. And this is the first time I've inflated this, and I've also got a new pump to inflate it. So I thought I'd make a little video, because as I say, I do wear boots when kayaking, and I find them invaluable. Be they rubber boots, country boots, and that kind of thing. And so I thought we'd have a look at this, and just something a little bit different, as I say. And I might do a video of me testing this in the water when I first go and have a look at it, on the water. So we'll find the right nozzle, hopefully that'll fit in there, and then we attach that onto our pump. And then we set our pump up. The beauty of this is a new pump that I'm using, and this pump is called a flex tail, and you can set this for the up to I believe it's about 1.7 or 2 bar pressure, and it'll pump automatically up until it reaches that point and cuts off. But I'm a bit unsure of how much to pump this up, so I think we will actually, sorry, I'm having to do this while I'm we'll set it to 1.4 to start with, and see how it pumps up, and then we just press start, I believe. It has an inflatable seat. It has a spray deck there as well, and you know, there's plenty of room for yourself inside there, and so light. You know, this to me is really just the job, and yeah, there's plenty of, you know, that is just right for me. There's plenty of room in there for me, and then, as I say, you can bring your spray deck round, which is very handy, particularly if you're paddling in winter time, because you always tend to get some drip off your paddles, but that feels really lovely. And sorry, I'm probably making a noise on my microphone there. That does actually feel very comfortable, and even without the seat, I haven't got the inflatable seat in, obviously. This was just a quick test to test that pump out and just inflate this, and yeah, I mean, that was really quick. You know, you could be on the water in 2 or 3 minutes from when you unpack this, basically, with that little flex. That's called a flex tail pump, that is, and it's meant to. It charges via it charges via a USB port from any USB thing, or power supply, I should say. And as I say, theoretically, you can set it to what pressure you want. Now, I don't know quite whether I got that right, because it seemed to me that it wanted to keep going, and I'd set it for 1.4, and I think, you know, although this feels about right. Whenever you put one of these in the cold water, you want to check it again, because the cold water, you know, on the air does tend to deflate it a little bit, you know, and likewise, you've got to be careful if you go anywhere in really bright hot sun. The hot air can expand inside these, any inflatable boat for that matter, and you know, in the Mediterranean, people have known quite big inflatable craft actually split a tube because the sun gets so hot on the tubes and heats the air up inside, and the air expands, being hot, and it can split the seams or split a tube. So if you are paddling in, you know, bright sunlight, you want to just take a little bit of air out or splash some water over it now and then. But no, I'm really delighted with that. You know, I think this will be, you know, really good fun. And as I say, the whole purpose of this is, you know, this is why I have a lot of country boots in my collection, because I try and get to some remote parts of even our local river, and that often means walking across, you know, muddy fields, quite long grass, and, you know, trainers are okay to a point. I might, you know, if I was going any distance, and to make it more comfortable, I would probably take these off, and there is at the back there a little bit of space. You know, you've got to put a little just at the back there, at the back of me, it goes right under. I would probably throw these boots in there with the rucksack that I carried this in, obviously. But yeah, I'm delighted with that. It's a really super little thing, and as I say, with some boots on, we might well go and try it on the water and see how it goes. So just a quick little video there, a little bit different video of me, and these are Rhinegold. I think I've said these are Rhinegold country boots. I've had these many years. I do like these because, as I say, they've got a nice flat, virtually no heel on them, just a virtually a flat sole. They are more a bit like almost like boating type boots. But no, so that's the Packraft. I'll put what model of Packraft this is up on the in text, because I can't remember as always. They all have names, these do, and but that's a really super bit of kit. Now we'll have a look at it deflating. I shall have to get the book, because we'll do it the old-fashioned way of deflating it. I mean, all you do normally is just pull a Boston type valve out and it'll deflate on its own. If we wrap that spray depth back over and zip that up. And I shall have to read. As I say, you can deflate the boat with this pump as well, but without the instructions, you know, I'm a bit in the dark of how one does that. But a very good pump, I have to say. How quickly it inflated this boat, amazing. Then what one normally does when you're doing it sort of manually, it's just a question of getting as much air out of the boat if you want to fold that one in. Fold that one in as well. You do this and keep the end of the valve, you know, so you can then fold as much air out as you possibly can. You can perhaps see why it would be an advantage to pump the air out, because it's a bit like those bags that you store stuff in, where you pump all the air out and it shrinks right down, and obviously makes storing things much easier. But there again, not difficult, you know, at all really. And there we go. I think we are even there, just a little bit smaller. What a small, you know, as I say, package that goes into. Obviously, if you've been canoeing and you get it dirty, it's a good idea if you've got the space when you get it home to wipe it all down, wash it down, dry it off. You know, that does make them last a bit longer. And obviously, like all inflatables, they have their limitations, and you get to know, you know, how best to look after them. But I'm delighted with that, and as I say, that was a very quick trial with this new flex tail pump, which I must go and read the book, because and see how and if you can deflate the boat with that as well. But it certainly pumps the boat up incredibly quickly, and that is a real, you know, plus point in my view. Many thanks for watching, and slightly different video, but you know, I do intend to mix this channel up a little bit, and thank you for your lovely comments, thank you for your likes, thank you to all the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Please do, if you think about subscribing, it does help us smaller channels try to grow on YouTube. But that's not what we're about. We're about here is about to make it more of a, you know, a normal thing for us guys to think about wearing some taller boots, and they are so practical and very good looking fashion wise as well. And you know, there's more boots out there than just standard black Wellington boots, and that's the whole point of this channel. So thanks again, and I'll be back with another video very shortly. Until that point in time, bye for now.